Okay, this is gold priced in US dollars. That's the daily, and gold came down, cooled off a bit. In my opinion, it's going to almost certainly continue down. I still continue to work with my triangle idea, which I take as quite a good alternative at this point, without committing myself to either side, in the sense of without committing myself that is going to shoot above 13,380, or telling you that I know for sure that it's going to break, it's going to go sideways here and then it's going to break to pieces under the floor here. I just don't know. I don't know, and I can advance arguments for either option, and I think the clever thing to do, as far as I can see at this point, is just to be as focused as we can on the short term and try to get these things right. And this, for trading, those who trade futures, is plenty. It's absolutely plenty. Okay, and if we get the small wiggles here over the next several months, and I don't think it's ready to soar right now, absolutely not. It is absolutely not ready to soar. Whatever happens, I don't see this coming this week or next week. I think it's extremely unlikely. I could be wrong, as I often like to say, but I'm leaning heavily not just on this chart and on the chart for silver, but as you know, I analyze the currencies, all the related currencies very well. I look at them, give them really an in-depth look. I am checking as well as I can, and the balance of evidence is still pointing to gold being under pressure, likely to stay under pressure, and likely to continue down to deliver that C. You remember we are in an A, B, C. That could end the C, and then I expect it to bounce back to deliver the D, and then we will see how it reacts. Because if the pattern is going to be resolved with a huge breakout above 1,380, it'll continue to give you these legs. But if not, and the option is that in fact it will crush under 1,120 and go a lot lower, it's not going to deliver this. It's just going to do A, B, C, D, E. That will be the E, that will be the end. So in fact, it's going to crash from roughly here. It's going to crash straight down. Again, let's take it step by step. Let's go to the 60 minutes and see how things evolve this week. That is our first leg down. We took this as 5 legs. Fine. We took this as a, you see here that I now label it as a run of A, B, C, X, A, B, C. Fine, I do not wish to change anything here. And this is a possible interpretation that says, as you can see, the B is behind us. We are actually sliding now in that C. That C is now showing us potentially an end right here. You see, I'm not terribly sure where it ended, maybe here or here. If it ended here, I have a clear case of an A, B. I don't know if you can see that. A, B, C. That could be my 1 complete right here. That's my 2. And down it goes in the third wave. So we will see further weakness this coming week. It's going to crash through, and it's heading towards the floor 1,260 and even a lot lower than that. The only twist that I wish to add here is that it's possible that if the first leg ended here, or even if it ended here, but the market is not ready to slide straight away, it's going to rebound. It's going to rebound towards the previous high right here, towards 1,290, and the second wave will end here somewhere. Okay, so you'll have 1, 2, and then prepare for that third wave. I repeat, I do not see in the charts that I analyze, all the charts that relate to gold, I do not see this coming. Okay, I could be wrong, I could be missing something, but I'm just sharing with you frankly what I find as a result of my analysis. This is extremely unlikely. So those who are waiting for this to take place, I think you're on the wrong track. I think this is the most that I can anticipate in terms of second wave not finished, but I would expect this to be the next big move. Sorry. Okay, that's gold. This is the chart of GLD on the weekly scale, and this is the very bearish option, yeah? that the triangle that we are seeseeing now is going to actually lead to a massive destructive C. It's going to send it way lower. Yeah, going to send it towards 650, even lower, as it is in the process of correcting, drawing a giant ABC. Okay, so that's the weekly scale. And again, I am not in a position to commit myself that this is the only option I see. Absolutely not. I told you all along that the triangle activity that is taking place here could actually morph into something like that, and we will have this. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C, and only then down. Okay, this is equally possible, and it is very important to stay open-minded, and we will continue to work with all the other related markets and see where we get help, where we get that big signal, big hint that this is coming, or the pop, the big pop that could last maybe 6 months or even 1 year before we get a reversal. Let's go for the daily. And here you can see that's an A, that's a B, that's a C, and you can see it coming. It is coming down now, presumably to deliver the D, of which we have seen the A, and that is the B, probably completed right here. I'm going to go to the 60 minutes quickly so you can see how I subdivided it. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. GLD terminated the A here. That's an A, that's a B, that's a C. GLD could be ready for that continuation, with this being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or GLD jumping for a brief period to deliver an A, B, C like that and then smash. Okay, GLD is unlikely to run above this level short term. That's 124. GLD breaking under 121.50. This zone is telling you the next target is right here at the floor at 119.60 and potentially a lot lower than that. Now here's silver. That's the chart of spot silver priced in US dollars. That's the daily. I will not go through the long term again. I assume that you are already familiar with that big triangle, okay, with all the options. Just have a look at it on the daily scale. Okay, so we are coming down in what could be an A, B, C, D, E. So we are saying basically that we are in the last leg of a triangle pointing down, and that could pave the way for a giant leap here in the price of silver, with this being an A, that's a B triangle, and then a C short taking us above 21. But right now I wish to focus on this. And I want you to see the likelihood of further weakness here. Okay, here's the 60 minutes with the first leg nailed right here. Okay, with all the various subdivisions, we have agreed, and it appears to be sensible choice, to peg the end of the rundown here, right here. Coming up, I'm using this as an ABCX ABC. That is potentially the B complete, in which case the slide that you see here is part of the third of the C, meaning that's going to 1, 2, 1, 2, something like that. It's going to go down in the 3 of 3. That's one option. But as you can see, I drew something else. I drew something else to provide an alternative, which is quite possible in the circumstances here, that silver is not quite ready to plunge, but it is going to be ready either at the end of this week or maybe after 1 or 2 trading sessions. It's going to be ready. Why? Because that is your A, that's your B, that's an ABC C, that's an ABC D, okay, and you still have, let's jump to the 15 minutes so you can see all the subdivisions very clearly. That's an A, that's a B, that's an A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, C, C, A, B, C, D, come up here, D, with this being an ABC, and we need the final pop. Do you see? I am on a 15-minute scale, so let's say 2 hours, give it even 4 hours of trying to attempt to rally towards 17.2. If it's terribly weak, it's just going to jump above this, which is 17.08, 1708, it's just going to bounce above this for about, let's say, 1 hour, and then it's going to slump. It breaks under 16.9, spot silver breaks under 16.9, that's news. That's news. Why? Because it's probably telling us that this B that I have in mind probably finished, because if it breaks under 16.9, next target, prepare it 16.3. Yeah, 16.3 will be the next target, most likely. So 16.9 is a trigger for a trade to lead us towards 16.3. And if indeed the B is completely behind us, we are basically in a C down that could see silver going on the road to deliver something like that, a pretty massive drop. Okay, so 16.3 would look like a good price. It's going to drop a lot lower than that.